Good afternoon, YouTubers. Sorry, I meant YouTubers. Today we're in Hartlepool, but not the Hartlepool town, although I've given you some shots of the town there. The Hartlepool Marina, actually. Yeah, not the best of sights to open with. Now, on the previous footage just now, you probably saw this area here. I'll just sort of give you a quick look what it's like. Pretty bad. I thought I'd pick this. This is a really quick one. Not a long video today. We're just basically going to pick up stuff. I'm not going to try and pick it all up, only the big bits. Otherwise I'll be here all day. And just basically do along that stretch where all the flags are, you see over there? Alright. And that'll be my mission for today, should I accept it. Yeah, what a day, eh? I tell you what, when I started off this morning, it was pretty nice. And then by the time I got to Durham, it started pelting down. Really absolutely pelting down. It was terrible. And I was in half a mind to sort of turn around and get back on the bus and go home. Back to Bishop Auckland. But then I thought, well, you know the British weather. Sometimes it starts off bad and it turns out good. Well, that's one of those days, because this is a glorious day. This is absolutely beautiful. Not this, I mean the day, the weather. So Hartlepool, what do you know about Hartlepool? Well, I don't know a hell of a lot. I only know that it was a major port. Not so much commercial wise, but mostly for transporting coal actually. So it's not a mining town as such. But it did get quite heavily involved in mining, if you see what I mean, transporting coal and whatever. Last video was quite interesting. Oh, just get that, sorry. Yeah, you can see what's happened, can't you? I mean, these are all basically this size originally, and then along comes the mower. And that's it, all gets shredded. Yeah, Amble, that's right, Amble and a return to Barnard Castle. That was quite a nice trip for me actually. Amble obviously wasn't a professional video as such, it was just a home video that I slipped in at the beginning. I hope you enjoyed that. This is, yeah, I am not, if you say, well look, he's missed that and he's missed that, well, that's because I am intentionally missing some parts because it's just too much here. But I will pick up all the big bits, and I will do a bit of clambering. Yes, probably up there. Hey, you see the English flags up there? There you go. I remember, I can't remember who said it, but one of the other channels was saying about why are you spending so much time putting up flags when you could be doing something real for your country, like litter picking. I can't know who said that. Anyway, I'm sure it'll come back to me. And whoever said that has got a point. But we're not going to harp on about that, about litter and how people drop this and don't do that. Try and look on the positive side. You hear the seagulls there? Yeah, good old Stephen. Right, what we got here? A Pepsi Max. Yeah, this is just a straight line pick. Nothing too complicated today. Just something to sort of bridge the gap. I wish the bloody seagulls would shut up. Yeah, Stephen, shut up! Yeah, I like these kind of picks actually. No fuss. Nice straight line. No complicated areas. It's just get the trash out. Nope. Whoop. There we go. Feathers? Yeah, why not? Nothing. Not seeing anything up there. Hey, by the way, thank you for the feedback on the cigarette butts. That was much appreciated. I only quite recently opened up my community posting section. You know, I've actually officially celebrated 1 year on the channel, Absolute Garbage 007, and I've never once posted anything. I am so naive sometimes, but it's a live and learn sort of experience, really. I don't profess to know it all. I just do my best. I try sometimes to call on my experience in the old media world, the old school media world, not social media, and that helps me a bit. But really, it's a completely different world on the social media, completely different world. And here we are a year later, and I'm still getting used to it. Oh, we got glass here. Look at this. Yeah. Looks like Hartlepool's got its fair share of morons. Righty-ho, I've had time to catch my breath. I was thinking, if I get through this too quickly, I might actually do a little bit of a walk back to town. Give you more of an impression of the place in slow motion rather than something with music behind it like I did earlier. Sniffed, sorry. Oh, that sniffing thing. Forever etched on my mind. Yeah, my latest community post is about a more serious topic. I mean, of course, cigarette butts are a serious topic and they shouldn't be dropped, and they leak all sorts of chemicals into the ground. And I think like 100% of you said, yes, pick it up. But when there are just thousands and thousands, every channel will admit they're not going to spend that time picking it up. You'll never get more than 200 yards in a video otherwise. So that's the reality. You can only pick up what you can. Some stuff has to go by the wayside. But yeah, the latest community post deals with approaching people who litter in front of you. I don't mean literally going up to them, up to their face or anything, but saying something, you know. How many of you out there actually would have the courage to reprimand somebody, or at least draw their attention to what they've just done when they've dumped stuff on the floor. Yeah, food for thought, huh? I've done it a few times. Most of the time it's gone well. People have been embarrassed, so embarrassed that they sort of pick up the stuff and shuffle off. But you've got to be careful. You've really got to be careful, because there are some aggressive bastards out there. And I'm sorry, about the slightly bad language, but I can't think of any other word to express myself, really. Yeah, there's some really sort of aggressive people who will turn on you. You've just got to size them up. If you think they're reasonably decent, but they're ignorant, but they've done something and dropped something on the floor, go ahead, I would say. But that's really for you to decide. Would you have the courage to go up and say something to somebody? Oh, excuse me, you've dropped that. And then they turn around and give you a mouthful of language. You've got to take that risk, You've really got to take that risk. Now I'm going to put up some interesting facts about Hartlepool, because I think it does it a little bit of a disservice to come here and not mention anything about the town. I know I've said it's a port, and specifically with coal mining industry and everything, shipping coal. But I will put up some more interesting facts. But one thing I sort of came across on the internet was a story about a monkey. Now I think apparently during the Franco-Anglo War, the locals found what they thought was somebody dressed in a French uniform, and they caught it, and then it went to trial and was found guilty and hung, and it turned out to be a monkey. Now they said in that particular time period they'd never seen monkeys before. I don't know, I have a bit of a problem believing that, but anyway, that's the story. They thought it was a French soldier, so they hung him. Poor little monkey dangling from a rope. Oh boy. Oh God. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah. Want to see how high I am? Yeah, that's pretty high, yeah? Oh, it's getting windy up here. Tried to clean out these areas. Yeah, bother with that. Cadbury's, we've talked about. Oh no, that's Milka. That's not Cadbury's. Oh, the old brambles, look at that. Yeah, we got a fence line here. Oh, it's really windy up here as well. Got to make sure that everything stays in the bag, yeah, just like that. Ah, can't get it. Yeah, there you go. Right, I've moved about 100 yards. So, I'm just going to finish off this area and then go back down and finish off that area. And I think we're not going to be pushed for time on this one. So, I probably will end up going back into town, picking up stuff on the way, giving you a bit of a shot of what's going on. Yeah, there's not really much here now. Can I get that? Yeah, Subway, is it? Yeah, Subway. Oh, there's something else there. Oh. Yeah, Stephen, I know you're hungry. Right, as you can see, we've come pretty far. Around the corner now, actually. Only on the top part of this verge. I'm going to go back down there, where that sign is. The navigation port sign over there. And then I'm going to work my way back to this part again. And then I'm going to make my way into town. I was just up there, actually. I don't know if I'm losing weight or what, but my shorts started falling down. That's never happened before. I know that's kind of embarrassing, but yeah. So And a couple of people were walking by, and to them it probably looked like I was answering the call of nature. Let's move on. We're back on the lower part, obviously. I'm going to work my way around there, and hopefully we can squeeze in some footage of the walk back to town. Let's see how it goes. You see, this is what I like picking up, all those fiddly bits, but it's not looking too bad, is it? I mean, yeah, all right. You're going to have bits of paper here and there, but I'll be here all day otherwise, trying to pick up all that. Yeah, I think I moved like 2 feet. But anyway, I had to take a break there because perspiration was running into my eyes. I keep telling myself I'm going to get a sweatband, and I keep forgetting to do it. Look at this stuff here. This is all shredded. Oh dear. Anyway. Oh, that's all covered up there. Or mostly covered. Now we've just got to pick up here. And then it's onwards and upwards. A big thank you to all my supporters, by the way, all my viewers, supporters, watchers, whatever you want to call yourselves. I'm not going to say fans, because that's a little bit too obvious, a little bit crude, but you know what I mean. So thank you for supporting the channel. I don't say it too often actually, but I should say it more really. It's very nice having you along on these trips. And I've been looking at the analytics recently on my site. I'm getting a huge draw in Southeast Asia. So there you are. Now you can see the difference on the fast forward footage when I was sort of leading into this area. You can, well, I literally had the camera pointed at the ground, and it was horrendous along here. It was pretty bad up there, so I've got just under a bag here, rather. Not doing too badly. Not doing too badly at all. Right, that's it. I'm going to switch around now and just pick up general garbage on the way back to the bus station and see how we do. Stay with me. Yeah, that's not looking bad at all. Not bad. Great. Oh, look at this. Royal Britannia. Oh no, it's wrong flag. Anyway. A toothpick with a flag on it. Imagine cleaning your teeth with that. Nah, this is what I'm on about. This is what we're into, isn't it? Come on. I mean, come on. Admit. Be truthful. This is what you really wait for. Oh, when it comes to a hard and fast toothpick, I mean. All those fiddly bits, they just become an annoyance after a while. Hey, you probably gathered I'm heading back to town now. Get some of this stuff to anchor the litter down, because up till now it's been pretty sort of flighty. Busy old town, isn't it? My God. The roundabout looks good. That reminds me of Ross and Liz on their Rubbish Roundabout series. Excellent series that was. Take my hat off if I wore one. Those two are doing a terrific job. Costa! That guy over there is looking at me like I'm some kind of weirdo. I won't focus on him. I am a weirdo. I mean, come on. I've got a camera on my chest, a great big blue bag, and what looks like a walking stick until you come up close and realise it's a hand grabber or a grabbing tool. You know, these tools specifically were made for elderly and disabled people so that they could pick up that and, well, you know, hang on. Come on. Pick up that and stir the coffee, you know. And then pick up the glass or cup and drink it. I mean, come on, really. That's what they were made for. These are not made for litter picking. they were made for the disabled, and they somehow evolved into litter grabbers. Oh, what's going on here? Let's see. Oh yeah. By the way, I'd like to thank everybody for the emails. I'm getting a bit behind on those right now. I'm sorry if I haven't replied to everybody, but I will get round to it. Bear in mind that I have a full-time job, and well, that's not really an excuse, but you know, it sort of restricts the sort of hours that I can spend with correspondence from people through email. But I do advertise email, so I will get round to it. I just apologise for those people who have been waiting a couple of weeks. I know you want to do something on that front. Whoa, thank you. Yep. Oh, nice smile there. In the white car down there. Yeah, this is where it gets a bit grotty. I ain't going to sort of delve into the major areas because that's the retail parks, but I will pick up stuff on the way. Stay with me if you can.
Thanks.
That's underlay. That's not garbage, that's underlay when they laid the original grass and everything. So I think it's used for drainage or something like that anyway, but so I won't be pulling that out. Plastic underlay. Underlay! Whew. Yeah, another strange look. Now listen up, all litter pickers, especially those with YouTube channels or even not. When you go out, just be yourself. Don't worry about what people are saying and looking and thinking and oh, look at him, he's talking to himself, she's talking to herself. Just do it. That guy gave me a really strange look when I did the underlay. But probably I'd do the same thing if somebody came up to me and said the same thing. I'd have the same reaction. Just be yourself. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Moron. Oh. Bye. Good grief. What a stream of traffic. I'm not taking any chances here. Thank you. Bye. I was going to pick up that rag, but I think I'll leave it. Why can't traffic signals coordinate? Like, for instance, I press there, that traffic stops, I press here, but there's always a delay, there's always a gap. I shouldn't complain. I'm getting old, I think. Yeah, you can imagine what's in here. I'm actually thankful that it's summer. Okay. Oh no. Oh dear. Seriously? Oh, you poor thing. Hello. Yeah, well, it's all part of litter picking. Natural life and death, I suppose. I'm going to pick this up because it's it could be a health hazard. Oh, right. You probably don't want to see this, so I'm going to give a warning. Well, I probably have already, obviously, since I'm doing the editing. Yeah. Poor thing, eh? Right. Oh, that's starting to smell something cruel. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. I've done it before. Put it in the bag. Should I have just left it there? Or should I have taken the carcass and done what I've done and put it in the bag? Get it off the pavement, so to speak. I don't know. Put something in the comments. I'm trying to do the most humane thing possible here. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That has sort of put a bit of a downer on me. Oh, what's this? Gordon Bennett. How can people actually lose things like this? Yeah, that finding that dead bird. mean, I'm not over sentimental or anything, far from it, but things like that do sort of get to me. I know it's part of natural circle of life and whatever, but it's still sad. It's still very sad. Right, this is getting heavy now, so I'm going to move it forward a bit, pick up a bit more, then catch you up at the end. Ooh, looks like somebody's come a cropper here. Probably come off the road there, or maybe from there. Swerved, took it too sharply and too fast, and just swerved right into the wall. Good Lord. That could have been somebody standing there, a child. And it wouldn't surprise me if alcohol had something to do with it. Usually does, or drugs. Don't drink and drug. No, don't drive and drug or something. Oh, what is it? Used to be don't drink and drive. Now it's don't drug and drive. I was looking at a statistic the other day, and apparently there are more offences now being committed by drug driving than drunk driving in the UK. Isn't that amazing, huh? By the way, I was taking a look at some of these bushes. They've actually done a bit of a clean-up in here, I do believe. I was peering inside, and there's not that much inside there. So kudos to whoever's doing that, probably the council or maybe the retail park. This is tiresome. See this? Try to get something like that. Hello! Hello! Oh, sweat again. Oh God, what is up with me today? It's actually not overly hot, but the exertion, I can't pick anything up because it's so flat. This will be alright. Yeah, the exertion is making it worse. Oh, it doesn't matter what kind of picker you have, when something's really flat like that on the ground, you're going to struggle with it, whether you've got these kind of litter pickers, the tongs, oh look at that, drugs, Ranger Max or whatever it is. Yeah, this is easy though. This stuff is slightly raised, so it's easier to pick up. Good grief, what's going on here? Whew. The old trick there, of course, get it between your shoes and pick. Simple little trick that everybody learns as they start doing litter picking. Nope. Oh. Yeah. Oh Lord, look at this. Oh. Get that in there. We've wandered off the main course here. I'm supposed to cross the road now. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh Lord. I'm really sweating here. I think I'll be able to make it back to town. It should be alright. This is quite interesting. Look, see. This was terrible before. Absolutely terrible. I'm not going to go down there. Oh, maybe I will. Clambering in. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, you like it when I fall, don't you? I mean, come on, you all wait for me to fall. It's natural, sort of human nature, to hope that somebody will fall. I haven't to this day, though, or not seriously anyway. I didn't really want to get involved in this area. They've actually done a really good job here. It was absolutely horrendous the last time I was here. Absolutely horrendous. And there were trolleys and baskets and God knows what else. But it's looking quite good now, I have to say. Well, I don't have to, but I am saying. Up we go again. Oh, yo! There you go. Whew. Blimey. I said I was going to continue, but came across all this stuff. Yeah, I'll give it a shot, why not? I don't really want to be doing this, but it is really steep. Really steep. Must be out of my mind. I'll get some of this pizza crap. Help the retail park out a little bit. Yeah, in a perfect world there would be no litter. People would stash it away, put it in a pocket or a bag and take it home, you know. It's not a perfect world. Far from it. It all goes back to education, really. From a very young age. And that's all I'm going to say on the subject, because we've covered this topic quite a few times, so that's pretty much it. Oh, right. Up we go again. I'm seeing something glinting over here. Oh, yeah. You always catch it in the sunlight. Oh, this is steep. The old bones are still holding out for me. Okay, onwards and upwards. Right, we're sort of making our way into town now. Oh, feeling really pooped. Come here, little son. There you go. I'm actually on my second bag now. Would you believe this? I mean, that area between, I think it's about 15 minutes, I've managed to fill a bag from an area that was so polluted, it was just unbelievable. And I didn't capture it on camera because I thought I'd switch the, sorry, I'm not going to swear. I thought I'd switch the camera on and it was off the whole time. Anyway, it doesn't matter, we're on sort of bag number 2 now. And I'm hoping this will be it, really, because my back is really killing me. I don't know why. It's one of those things that happens when you do this kind of job and get into your advanced years. Hope you're catching all this on camera. I can't quite, yes, I think you are, yeah. You can see the monitor from here. It's in the shade. I've had a few people shout out their windows. All of them saying nice things. No insults and swearing and all that kind of thing. That's been very nice. Yeah, second bag, eh? Oh, see, it just keeps coming in every little nook and cranny. I'm not saying that Hartlepool's a dirty place, but it's like any other big town, city. You can't really expect the council to deal with this all the time. It's just never ending. Oh boy. Oh, here we are. Yep. Now onwards and upwards, eh? There's the Hartlepool College over there. Clock Tower. You've seen all this already on the pre-roll, so to speak. Slowed it down a bit for you. Look at this. Pigeon brawl. Nah, it's molting season, obviously. I think I used the term defeathering on the last video. That was kind of amusing. Yeah, sometimes when you're walking, obvious words don't always come to mind. Defeathering. Oh yeah, we're really coming to the end of today's video. Very shortly. Let's pick up a few bits here and there. Plastic bottles. All that. The rest can stay. Oh, what's that? A cup? Yeah, a cup cap. A cap. bottle cap. Good Lord. Right. It's quite beautiful here actually. And when the sun comes out, everything looks great, doesn't it? Even a piece of looks better in the sun. Still making my way back town. I've covered a bit of ground here. We're almost at the top of this bag. I think I'm pretty close to the bus station. Yeah. It's actually pretty clean around here, despite what I'm going to pick up now. So I have to say kudos to the council because they're doing a reasonably good job here. The local council, that is, Hartlepool, and of course Durham Council. Yeah, I think we're just got to find my way, get my bearings. I'm looking for a bin. Where's the bin? Has anybody seen that video? Newcastle. I can't remember what number it is. I just look for Newcastle. You'll see the great lengths I took to find a bin. They even had a bin behind a fence. All fenced off. That was quite funny. Yeah, check out Newcastle if you have a chance. Please let there be a bin here. Oh, thank goodness. There it is. Right. Let's get a few bits and bobs here. I'm not going to pick it all up, it's just too much. This is getting really heavy. So I'm not going to close here, or should I? I don't know. I'd like to have somewhere a bit more scenic, but what we'll do, we'll definitely leave this bag here. Just getting a few bits there. Thank you. Okay. Shazam! And voila, there it is. The second bag for today. 2 of those 80-gallon bags. Whew. Oh boy. So here we are at Middleton Grange, which is where the bus terminus is as well. That's been a pretty fantastic day weather-wise. Started off pretty bad, but it's turned out really well, and I've done more than I actually expected to. 2 bags rather than 1. Yeah, I'm going to do the usual, ask you to share, like, subscribe and all that stuff. I haven't done that for a while actually. And if you'd like to leave some comments, I really appreciate that too. And if you don't want to be visible, I will ask you to email me at absolutegarbage007.com. And from me, Ian, that's pretty much it for now. I'll leave you with the sight of the street and the church in the background there. Take care. Bye-bye. This is the bonus part. Walking through the mall. Getting strange looks from people. Actually, the camera sort of melts into the background because I'm wearing a black shirt, so most people don't spot it. I just want to feel